Are thousands of homegrown domestic terrorists in the greater Springfield area. That's according to a former West Memphis police chief. Bob Powder now travels the country, warning officers and deputies how to recognize anti-government people calling themselves sovereign citizens. He warns these people hate law enforcement and anyone who works for the government. KSPR's Stephanie Garland sat down with him today. And Stephanie, how do you recognize these people?
Lee Potter says dissatisfied people, regardless of race, are joining the sovereign movement. Now, he says this is one of the signs you watch out for. When an officer pulls them over, if they don't lower their window more than 2 inches, he says that's something to look for. That way, they can control where the officer stands.
This is the first time I've ever heard talk about a revolt, a revolution.
Former West Memphis Police Chief Bob Powder is warning about a new danger.
People are concerned about where our country's going, and that is a serious, serious threat. And we're not even thinking that way yet.
He says recruitment is up in the Ozarks.
The Midwest is known for white supremacists, sovereigns, these anti-government groups. In these hills around here, and they have their compounds, and so yes, it's quite a few around here.
And warns sovereign citizens are dangerous.
So they all are a threat to law enforcement, in my opinion.
He saw that in West Memphis, where his son worked for him as an officer. He and another officer were killed by 2 self-proclaimed sovereign citizens.
And he was shot 14 times with an AK-47. That's something that affects you for the rest of your life. You'll never get over that. Ever.
He doesn't want this to happen to anyone else.
Of course, I'm fighting for my son. There's absolutely no doubt.
That's why he is warning government workers to watch out for these signs that someone is a sovereign citizen.
Whenever they file a document to be filed away, that's such as sui juris, S-U-I-J-U-R-I-S, which means no one has authority over them but God. And they'll put that on their document, a red thumbprint indicating signed in blood. They'll put that on their documents, file it with the court clerk's office. They don't ever type their name in all capitals. That's what they say, a subject of the government.
So are these videos that are on YouTube, are they accurately depicting how these people are?
YouTube is one of the best trainings we can get in law enforcement because sovereigns love to videotape their encounters.
And he vows to remain vigilant.
You know, I owe it to him and I owe it to the other officers not to get caught like he got caught.
Now, Potter says many of these people will also carry around Bibles and identification cards showing themselves to be preachers or ministers. Now, he says that many of these people don't even go to church and are pretending to be Christians just so they can get officers to lower their guard. Lee?
Stephanie, thank you. Here are a couple of signs that you can watch out for. Powder says sovereign citizens will have bumper stickers showing the American flag upside down. Their car will be marked as private property with no trespassing signs, and there will even be for sale signs in the car. We'll have more tips coming up on what to watch out for tonight at 6.